how to keep the business competitive with other competitors in the market, right? Competition, I think firstly, some of the people that I interacted with in the past who wanted to start their own business are scared of competition. And I would always tell them this: competition is actually very good, uh, for the market overall. Because what does competition provide? Competition provides improvements. So, for example, in a specific market, there are several competitors, there are several players, and when they are competing with each other, what happens is they innovate. They make their products or services better than their competitors, or maybe even the price. They improve the price. So the overall, the market itself benefits because of competition, right? So competition is not bad. It's really, really good for everyone. And as an entrepreneur, of course, the challenge is to be on your feet, on your toes, to really be creative, to be always on top of your business and make it better than previously. So competition is really good. So I hope I clarified that. But the thing about competition, right, this one I learned personally as well, is I always thought, when I started different businesses in the past, my goal is to become the best. I want to be the best. I want to be the number one in this industry. And it's a great aspiration. But what I learned from my mentor in Money and You is that as a small business, especially when you are not as big as Coca-Cola, or when you're like not a multinational company, the thing that you need to be asking yourself is not, how do I become the best? He said, the question that you should be asking is, how can you be different? And I contemplated and really thought about like what he said, how to be different. And he started to explain that when we are starting a business, we need people to remember us. We need to attract loyal clients. We need to create, like fans, our tribe. And by becoming different from our competitors, then we create our own pool of loyal clients. And so that is the key to basically survive the first few years of business. And then from there, you start to become better and better and better. And basically, you are ultimately in business, you are competing with yourself. How can you become better tomorrow? How can you become better tomorrow? So that is the key. So that's what I want to leave with you. The thing that you want to ask yourself is, how can I be different from my competitors? And so even though you are still competing with them, ultimately, when each one of you in the market is different, then in a way you are not competing with each other anymore. And so let me give a very good example. So one of the business that I'm involved with is an art school here in Singapore. And a typical art school here in Singapore is like, they will have a lot of kids, and then they'll kind of like put up on the wall like, okay, this is what we're going to be doing today. Everyone is gonna do the same thing, so let's say, for example, it's an elephant, and everyone is going to be drawing an elephant, painting an elephant, and all the kids will be doing exactly the same thing, copying whatever the teacher has put up on the wall. And so when we started our art school, our founder and main teacher, she didn't want to do that. She thought, it's not a great way to teach kids arts. And her idea is to really have kids observe, what their eyes are seeing. And so what happens now is that even though, let's say, for example, she would put a picture of an elephant, each one of the kids will have a different interpretation of the elephant because it's what they see from their eyes. And so every kid would have a different result at the end of the class. So not everyone is just copying and copying exactly the same thing. And because of that, our school was very different from all the other art schools in Singapore. And we attracted parents who believe in the same idea, same concept for their kids. And even though we are not as big as the other schools here, the franchises and all these things, we were able to really survive and then later on thrive as a business because we are different from the other businesses. So that's a great example of that. So to keep your business competitive, think about that question, answer that question. How can I be different in the market? Hani has a question. So her question is, as a startup, how to attract new customers to new products? Very good question, Hani. And this is really about marketing already. So there's a few things that you need to take advantage of when you are a new entrepreneur, because psychologically, people want new things, right? And if you, for example, McDonald's, right? So McDonald's, we all know McDonald's products. So they have the cheeseburger, they have the fries, right? So this is the standard McDonald's products. But from time to time, and even locally, like different countries would have different products as well. They would introduce new things, right? From time to time, like maybe every 3 months or every 2 months, they would introduce new things. This, for example, in Singapore, they have in Chinese New Year, they have this special burger, or maybe they have this Japanese style burger, or recently they developed to cater to the local flavors. They developed a nasi lemak burger. So people definitely want new things. And so as a new entrepreneur with a new business, with a new product or new service, you need to take advantage of that novelty. And the way to do that is to really market your product. And when I say market, is to communicate, to reach out to a lot of people as much as possible, especially when you are starting a business. And so when we last year, during the pandemic, our coaching and training company, we shifted and we developed a product. So we developed a product called EmoQ cards. And this, so from coaching and training, like a service, right? Then we developed a product. And so it's something new in the market. And we checked and no one has done something similar as well. And so what we did in order to reach out to more people, of course, is go through our networks, right? And so what I did was I created an event. So it is our launch event, and then we invited like a lot of people, as much as we can. So I think we ended up inviting 120 people to that event, and basically to introduce our product. And the thing is, because it's new, so a lot of people were curious, a lot of people wanted to know, but of course there are like other marketing tactics there, right? So we invited some well-known speakers to that event so that so it attracts other types of people as well. So that's kind of like one way, but in general, what you need to really do is to communicate to as many people as possible your new products. And the barrier to overcome is not that high because people are interested with new products. Yeah, I hope I answered that, Handy.
Oh, hey there. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click the bell button so you get updated of the new videos. See you in the next one.